You have 19 minutes left on your 30.
10 minutes.
Timer.
10 minutes we've been chatting for.
Good God Almighty. Cool.
Right, let's start.
Theory of Foolishness. Starring Matthew and Davey.
Right. Let me get my notes up.
I've got mega eyebrows.
They're very emotive. They're very emotive eyebrows, David. Let me tell you that for nothing.
Have you ever burnt yourself but in one spot, but you're not sure whether it's a spot or whether you've burnt yourself?
So you don't know if it's an actual spot.
Yes. I love how you were able to interpret that beautiful, eloquent way I put those words.
Is that what you meant?
Yes, exactly.
No, that's never happened to me ever.
I've got it just here on the bridge of my nose.
Well, how did you burn your bridge of your nose?
Well, I've been outside every day, haven't I?
Ah, didn't you wear any
That'll do it.
Where's your sun cream?
Big.
That'll be a big dafty.
Yeah, I know. This Irish skin isn't built for it.
Tell me about it. Right, welcome to Theory of Foolishness. This is episode 2, and the theme today we're going to be talking about is technology. So I was thinking, I did a bit of research into, I did a bit of a deep dive into the wonderful and weird world of different technology. And I just wanted to start off talking about a couple of really cool things that I heard. Recent new technologies that have come about and new ideas that are really good ideas for for the environment, for health, for all different reasons. So the first one, this is crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's something you'd never ever really think about. Dementia jelly drops.
Dementia jelly drop. Sorry, I keep asking to confirm what you just said because it sounds like madness.
Right.
What?
So the idea is, people with dementia, obviously there's a lot of health problems with that. So, living problems. One of those is people with dementia often forget to drink water, right? So somebody created these jelly drops that are really visual. So you can see them on the side and think, oh, they look nice. They're actually 99% water. So they eat these jelly drops through the day, and the idea is to get the liquids that they need that way instead of forgetting to get a drink of water. You see.
And have they trialed it? Does it work?
Yeah, apparently it's really successful.
Brilliant!
Yeah, I just thought that's a really cool little idea, and that can help people out, And you might kind of pitch that to somebody, and they might go, "What?" But when you think about it, different, the visually luring, and tempting, and it's helping people out.
So where are these launched then? Is this countrywide? Is it UK? Pardon?
It didn't say on the article that I was reading, or it might have,
Okay.
and I might have just missed it. But yeah,
So by jelly drops, are you meaning like sweets?
kind of like sweets, but they're like 99% water, so it's
Like Jello shots?
No, like they're like sweets, but when you eat them, they've got so much water in them. I don't know exactly how they are. They didn't show them or anything in the article. It was just so I might have misinterpreted it.
I mean, what I'm imagining here is like old age pensioners scoffing down Haribo.
Well, it's kind of like that, but
That's
really
brilliant though.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm gonna end up getting it, I want to forget about eating all them Haribos and I want to keep eating them.
Yeah.
And if I'm getting my water content too, brilliant.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, that was the first little piece of well, it's not really technology stuff, but there you go. So the second one I'd seen, I'm sure you know as well as I do, single-use plastics, and there are a lot of other rubbish as well. It finds its way into the ocean, doesn't it, David?
Yes.
Yeah. So basically,
if you put it there, it does. Yes.
Yeah. If it mysteriously finds its way there.
Yes.
So basically, what someone's done is they've made a sea bin.
A
Right.
sea bin,
Yeah,
like as in like that someone's not just chugged a plastic bin into the ocean and gone, "That's the bin, guys. throw your cycling in there. We'll
Yeah.
catch it out when the tide goes out."
What this thing does, it actively seeks out plastic.
I do you know what? This is ringing a bell. I have heard of this. Like, have you
It's
heard?
like
Oh no, what I'm thinking about is that turtle. Going back to last week's show, you know, there's like this turtle thing or something that collects plastic.
Yeah.
They're trying to breed it more so it'll collect all the plastic off the seabed. Have you heard of this turtle?
I haven't heard
I'm
of
sure
that.
it's a turtle. It might be a jellyfish.
Sounds
I mean, it might be from outer space.
big, extraterrestrial technology. There you go. But yeah, I just thought that's a cool little idea. Somebody, I mean, the oceans are massive, aren't they?
Do you know what I love the thought of? There was this advert, I think it was the vodka advert, you know, a couple of years ago. And it was absolute, I'm sure it was absolute clear vodka or something like that. And the advert was all the stuff coming out of the sea that we've chucked in it over the years. So the water would just become pure. Oh, it's an amazing advert. You should check it out.
I will.
But yeah, it had like old relics, like old Roman statues and stuff emerging from the seabed. The thought of what's actually down there,
Oh, man.
and then
Crazy.
we're adding on top of that. It's
Yeah.
disgusting. It is disgusting.
Yeah, I thought that was a really cool little idea. You know.
I mean, you know, I'm a bit of an eco warrior as well when it comes to that sort of stuff.
So yeah, it's cool. You know, helping the environment. It might. I mean, how effective it'll be in the ginormous oceans, or if they're deploying loads of them, I don't know. But it's a cool idea, you know.
Do you know what they need to start doing? Just swimming everything towards the Bermuda Triangle, because everything disappears there.
Yeah.
Just shoo it away.
Send it to another dimension through the Bermuda.
The sea's version of Under the Sofa.
It is, isn't it? Although I was reading the thing about the Bermuda Triangle ages ago now, and you know, strange things actually do happen in the Bermuda Triangle.
Is it something to do with St. Elmo's fire, though?
Well, I don't know. If you made the same triangular shape, like took the same body of water anywhere across the world, you'd have the exact same amount of mysterious disappearances and whatever going on. It just happens to be that people recognize it and associate it. Go, oh, it was in the Bermuda. It must be something strange. But actually, it happens all over the world. See what I mean?
Okay, so it's just urban myth that's taken on something bigger than what it is. Like saying there's a ghost in my attic, and then years later there's a ghost walk, you know, pointing at your attic going, there's a ghost that's up there.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought it was a cool little idea. Sea bin. The next one, this is cool. A sonic fire extinguisher.
Okay, so what does it use? Sound waves to extinguish fire?
It puts fires out in an instant.
It puts fires out in an instant?
Yeah.
With sonic sound waves?
Obviously, localized. If it's like, you know, a massive forest fire, then it's not going to work on that. But, you know, like small localized fires. So, you know, you have to, you know, if you use a fire extinguisher, point it at the base, do it in a certain motion, all that stuff. With this, boom, just gone. Obviously,
just throw Adele in there and it's fine.
Yeah. There you go.
I mean, that's revolutionary. Fire, like the way people deal with fires. That's cut. What's Boris doing? You could save a ton of money now.
Yeah, there you go.
Just invest in some speakers from Bose.
No more foam. That's what I say.
No more foam.
No more foam.
No more foam.
This next one I thought was really, really, really cool. So it's touch here technology. So basically, this device is like a really thin, kind of like fake skin that you put on your fingertip, where your fingerprint is, you know. And I don't know exactly how it works. I don't know all the ins and outs of it. But basically, you touch something, and like I'm guessing, like whatever, and you can hear the sound of whatever. If you're deaf, you can hear reverberations and stuff.
What?
Yeah.
Well, is it the same principle like a vinyl record? The way that's works on touch.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to envision it.
So it's just like a little small gel thing that you stick to your fingertip. And so, like, if we were talking here, if I was deaf, touch the table, and I could hear the reverberations of your voice if you were in here with me or coming from the computer, through the table and through my finger, through this device. It's crazy. I don't know exactly how it works. It's beyond me.
That's like Daredevil, isn't it?
Yeah, like echolocation.
Yeah,
Crazy.
we're gonna have superheroes.
I want to be one. Would you, if you could, would you have a bionic limb?
Huh?
Would you have a bionic limb if you could? Not.
I mean,
not
if I'd lost a limb,
no,
certainly.
No. If you just had the option to have one.
Like an extra one, like if I had like an extra arm.
No, instead of what you've got.
I mean, I have a bionic tail.
Well, fair enough.
I've always thought, right, I've got this theory, right, evolution is horrible because why on earth did it get rid of tails off us? We're supposed to have tails. Why did we not have tails? How helpful in life would it be to have a tail?
No, I won't fall over all the goddamn time.
Like, imagine, like, we work in a coffee shop, right? Can you imagine, like, how easy it would be to, we could be making coffees and inputting through the till the transaction with our tails as we go.
Yes. Although we haven't got eyes in our tail, so we'd be like.
But do we? You use your hearing more, don't you? Can you sense if someone's coming behind you, or do you need to wear this touch technology on the back of your head? And
I'm really deaf, so I don't know anything. I need the touchscreen technology. The fingertip technology on the end of my tail, so I can understand what
your tail. I wish I had a tail.
I definitely have a bionic arm if I could. If I had the option to just swap one out, I would.
What? Just you chop a perfectly good limb off to have a bionic limb.
Yeah.
Are we talking? Has it got like superhero technology limb?
Yeah, it's not just like a regular arm. You can do it's a bionic arm. You can do anything with it.
Well, like an Iron Man arm.
Yeah, you could climb up a building one-handed with your bionic arm.
And you'd become an amputee in order to have this.
It's part of you, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It becomes part of your body. It's bionic. It's not.
Okay, well, can I have a tail? That's adding on to it.
Yeah. Okay.
They could call me Monkey Man.
Coming
to the Avengers soon.
Right, I've got one last technology that I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Before I kind of like tell you where I was going with this, and that's hip airbags for pensioners.
Sorry, what? Airbags for pensioners?
Yeah, on their hips. So, listen. A lot of old people fall over.
Yeah, I get that. It's just the thought. Can you imagine walking? Can you imagine this old lady? Now, I know we're not supposed to laugh when people fall over, especially when they're elderly. But can you imagine this elderly person walking along and then suddenly falling and then just going boop back up again with an airbag?
It's kind of like
it ripped their trousers off.
It's kind of like a what are those things called that you ever wore in the 80s and 90s around the waist? What are they called?
Bell bottoms.
What?
Flares, bell bottoms.
No, not flares. I'm on about the little bum bag thing.
The bum bag.
Yeah.
Or fanny pack if you're in America.
Yeah. It's kind of like that, but on your hips, right? So,
what, do you have to wear this all the time?
Yeah, when you're out and about. Or in the house even, I suppose.
And then you come out of it looking like a twirly boo when they go off.
Well, the way it works is, if once you go past a certain angle, as if you're falling, there's something in it that recognises you've tilted, and it goes off.
So what happens if you're on a bus, right, and it turns real sharp? The person next to you is clearing off into the next seat, isn't he? He's going into the aisle.
The bus doesn't turn on a 90-degree angle, does it?
You don't know some of the drivers around here.
Well, there you go. Yeah, that's somebody's thinking. You know, let's save these little old ladies.
Okay, no, let me put it to you another way, right? I get the point, reason behind it, right? But here's another way of putting it. You have come up with this amazing invention, airbags for hips, gonna save, hips' lives. And you walk into Dragon's Den. What on earth do you think they're gonna tell you?
I reckon they'd go for it. I think it's a good idea.
I'm out.
Otherwise, listen, you have to understand, I've given you the bare minimum details here. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I'm just thinking, right, in order to save a hip from a crash that's big, it's going to be the size of a space hopper that's coming out.
It's going to be pretty big, yeah.
Yeah. And the propellant from that hitting the floor at that impact is going to knock the person the other way. So this person's just going to be going...
They might kind of like, they might bruise the leg or something, or they might even break the wrist the way they're going down, but...
You're more likely to hit your head. I mean, this cannot be in practice. This has got to be someone in their garage has made this.
Listen, I'll tell you the very extent of the notes I've written down for this. Hip airbags for pensioners. That's it. So,
you sure this isn't your list of just thoughts in the middle of the night? Just waking up in a startled sweat going, I've got a great idea.
I had these horrible dreams about old people bouncing all over the place.
Hip airbags for pensioners.
Listen,
that's a shower idea and a half, isn't it? Sorry.
I thought it was a good idea. Like I said, I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but there you go.
I mean, I'd love to see the crash test dummy footage of it. I really would.
There must be. Well, the thing is, the article that I got this off was it was off Tech Radar or something like that. I'm sure it was. So this must be some serious stuff that they're on about. Do you know what I mean? Like it's something that's
well. It's actually a reputable site.
Yeah. So they must. I mean, they're not going to just,
I mean, it's an issue. I mean, how much do hip operations cost? I mean, the NHS alone every year. Yeah. I mean, they've got to think of something. But personally, I would say maybe not necessarily an airbag. Maybe, I don't know, some form of cushioning.
So the point to all these bits that I was just talking about is that basically, technology. It's pretty incredible, some of the ingenious things people come up with to help people with dementia who've got to forget to have a drink, or to help clean up the oceans or whatever. This is pretty cool things that people are really putting their brains to amazing use and creating some amazing stuff that's helping the world. However, there is a counter argument to that, and that counter argument is that we've gone too far and it's getting a bit daft, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, airbag hips. It's gone too far.
Listen, if you thought the airbag hips were bad, just wait till you hear some of these little juicy morsels.
Oh, wait, they were the good ones.
They were the good ones.
Oh, no.
So this is what I put under dumb technology, right? Voice-activated taps.
See, that's more use for me.
What is it, David?
I'm an incredibly lazy person, right? Right. No, okay, hear me out on why I'm going to argue with you on this point.
Go on then.
Okay. You know that moment when you go to have a shower? Have you got a shower and a bath with a shower curtain? Or do you have a separate shower, have you? You have to go in, turn your tap on, get your head wet, and then come out in order to take your clothes off for it to reach the right temperature. Right? Well, in certain houses, in certain showers, that happens.
But we're not talking about showers here.
Yeah, but they're taps, aren't they?
But we're not talking about them. I'm talking about your kitchen sink tap.
Okay, here's another counter argument. In this day and age that we're living in, dear old COVID, where we're washing hands, tap on, wash hands, tap off, not having to touch the tap at all, hygiene. You've just dealt with some meat, some chicken, some pork, you've got raw meat on your hands. You want to wash your hands. First thing you do, you turn that tap on. Juice has gone onto the tap. You wash your hands. You then touch the same tap again to close it.
Listen,
it's so easily done.
It is easily done, but if you've got a little bit of smarts about you, why don't you just clean the tap? You know?
Because, yeah, but the automatic human, right, we're supposed to do it with our elbows, turn on and off, right? A lot of the time. I mean, they're very good at it in the hospitals because they're trained to be, but
Yeah.
they have to be trained. We're not trained at home, and I can guarantee you, every time you have made meat, have not used your elbows to wash your hands, like turning the taps on and off.
I am. You might. Well, no, you do know this about me actually. I'm a massive hypochondriac, right? I worry about, oh my god, is this ill? Am I getting that? Whatever. So if I'm handling meat, I'm crazy. Like, right, I'm not touching the taps of that because I've got germs all over my hands. Do you know what I mean?
Are you wearing gloves?
Well, I don't know, but I always do think I should probably get some gloves. But my argument is, right, if you're going to use the tap, you are stood in front of the tap.
As I said, though, Jeremy hands.
Clean the tap.
You don't have to, but you've just cleaned your hands, then you're going to clean your hands, and then you're going to clean the tap, and then you're going to have to clean your hands again, and then close it. Or you could just be like, tap on, wash, tap off,
You're
done.
never going to clean
Happy
your tap.
days.
Just clean the tap.
The technology's there. You don't have to clean the tap. You never have to touch the tap.
Perhaps, maybe, 2.5 foot away from where my tap is, I have a pack of antibacterial wipes, right? I can clean my tap down in 3 seconds. And it's
Okay,
clean, you know?
okay. Here's going to be my counter argument again.
Oh my god.
Those antibacterial wipes, where did they go? After you've cleaned the tap.
I reuse them.
Oh, so you're wiping the meat juice over your countertops then? Great.
No,
You hypochondriac.
I clean them and they don't go in the bin. I use them for
I've been living off the same pack of wipes. Right, no. You
Listen.
see, wipes are a funny thing, right? Because if you think about it, you're chucking them they're single use and you're chucking them away. And they're made up of polyfibers and plastics and things like that as well. So they're terrible things. Not only that, if we were able to cut down the use of them, we would cut down the amount of trucks that are having to transport them to different areas and different supermarkets and what have you, and we're reducing our bio footprint. We need to start thinking about this sort of thing.
That's very true.
So solutions like wireless taps stop you using stupid wipes.
Just clean the tap. It's ridiculous.
I'm sorry. Voice activated taps are better, cooler, better use of technology than airbag hips. Switch your lists round.
Right. Okay. I think we're not going to agree on this one, are we? So, how about this one? Right. You've been out for dinner, haven't you? Before.
I've been out for dinner. Yes, I have been out for dinner.
You've been to a restaurant, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm not a caveman.
Well, yeah. You know. Yeah. So restaurants. You know. Let's go back to where we were. Everybody knows how restaurants.
Let's just do this swerve jump cut in the editing footage. So restaurants.
Everyone knows how it works in a restaurant. You go in, you get a table, you order your food, then you wait for the food, right? So, would you ever like to go to a restaurant and order the food, and then have to wait for a delivery robot cat to rock up to the restaurant from somewhere completely separate with your food?
Okay, you got me. No, I can't argue this. Is this Japan?
I don't know where it is.
It's got to be Japan. They love cats. They see them as creatures of amazingness, and B, they're into weird technology and stuff and robotics.
Yeah, indeed, yeah. Well, it just seems like an extra step that isn't. Why, if you're gonna go for food somewhere, you don't have to go somewhere where your food has to come from somewhere else to where you are by a delivery service. If you're gonna do a food delivery, you might as well stay at home.
I mean,
you know,
it's a novelty, I guess. There is a restaurant in Alton Towers, which is a roller coaster restaurant, where your food comes down on little miniature roller coasters to you. You don't deal with the waiter. You've got a computer screen in front of you, and it's like this little bucket of food that comes across a track and just stops at your table. It's like, there's your hamburger.
That's
it's a novelty.
Theme park novelty, yeah. This is something that's been launched widely wherever. This is a technology that somebody's worked on and said, yes, this is the future. You know,
Robotic cats.
robotic cats. Oh. You've not got cats, have you?
I've not. No.
Have you ever had cats?
Yes, I have.
Sure, you remember having a litter tray.
Yes.
Yes. Well, did you ever, David, wish that you had a smart litter tray?
Smart litter tray.
Specifically,
Right. Is this rotating thing?
no, specifically with built-in stool and urine image recognition.
It's bad when a cat's got a better toilet than you have.
I know, right? You can get smart toilets as well for people, but what? Why do you need built-in stool and urine image recognition for your litter tray? If there's something wrong with your cat when it goes to the toilet, take it to the vet, and they'll tell you what's up. Why do you need?
Why are
to be
you wanting pictures of your cat's stools?
You know, it's just, this is what I'm talking about. It's just, this is technology that nobody needs. It's make everything in your house smart. I was just going to say, you can get a smart toilet now, right? You can play your PlayStation on the toilet. Who's on the toilet that long?
You.
Apart from me with my dead legs. But, you know, you've got to play the PlayStation. The advert, I remember seeing this, the advert said, play Skyrim on the toilet, right? Have you played Skyrim?
Play Skyrim on the toilet.
Yeah. Have you played Skyrim? It's an exploration game, a massive map where you go exploring. Who's going to be on the toilet that long?
I mean, I do find the toilet is probably the one area of our houses that we haven't explored enough with technology. We're still wiping our bottoms with paper.
Well,
Well,
you know,
we are in this country.
in this country, yeah. But this goes back to what we were saying before about, we were saying we wish we had aircon, didn't we? And in America, a lot of people have got aircon. Nobody has it in the UK. And you know what, yeah, that's the technology that's really handy, because like now, we wouldn't be sweating our, sweating our bloody guts off, do you know what I mean, or whatever. Like, that'd be really handy.
The thing is, they're very expensive to upkeep in this country because there's very little of them. We only use them for a certain period of time. I believe that they're mainly, I mean, does the water go stagnant on them if they don't not used for a while? That's the problem as well.
I don't know, to tell you the truth. But, that's more handy than a smart litter tray. You know what I mean?
Yes, true.
You're keeping with the theme of keeping with the theme of cats, right? You've heard of soothing animals in old people's homes, right? Where they take cats and dogs in. Well, somebody's created a kitten, right? A robot kitten, which does the same job as soothing animals. Very good, you might think. Except it's not got a head, right? So imagine you're an old man, David, in an old people's home.
Eating my drops, yeah.
Yeah, eating your gummy drops. Oh, David, you'll never guess what? We've got the soothing animals coming in today. And you think, oh, lovely, I love puppies, I love kittens, tortoise, whatever you like, And they give you a headless robot kitten to play with. Just bring in a cat. Bring in a puppy.
Would you not like stick a stuffed animal's head on top of it?
I mean, you could, but it doesn't. That's going to be grotesque, and it's not going to lower your blood pressure, is it? Do you know what I mean?
Oh dear.
I mean, I can understand the kitten robot for soothing if it does the same job. That's great. Give it a head. That's not going to bring any of his blood pressure down. You think
maybe robot kitten heads aren't as cute as real kitten heads.
Maybe they're not.
Do you know what I mean? I mean, I'm getting images here of robotic cat faces, and
you could be right, but if that is the case, just bring in a cat.
yeah, true.
They do
Unneeded technology. You've got a point, mate. You've got a point.
Listen, there's been an argument for a long time. Technology's taking over everyone's jobs. People are losing jobs because they've made a machine who can do it. This is like a sub avenue of that, where they're replacing actual animals with technology. The animals do a great job. Do you know what I
The
mean?
year is 2025.
Kittens have no
The
longer.
machines have uprised.
Mm.
Only one person is left. John Connor.
Right, so I didn't really have much else to say about that one, but yeah, there was quite a lot of cat related ones.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to sign off on this one very soon. I'm sure it's been half an hour.
Well, I've only got a couple more points. I'll get through
Okay.
those quickly.
Not to hurry you up or anything, mate. I love you.
No, don't worry, it's fine. I've only got two more anyway. You've got a TV, haven't you? You're not. That's
TV.
fine.
I have got 3 TVs.
3 TVs, fantastic. Did you ever wish any of your 3 TVs rotated?
Rotated.
So you could watch TV portrait instead of landscape. No, you haven't, have you? Nobody has. Nobody wants to watch TV portrait.
Why? Well,
Rotating TV. The only thing it's good for is people who've uploaded YouTube videos in the wrong thing. Do you know what I mean?
this guy here.
Yeah. So, this brings me on to my last little bit of crazy technology. Did you ever own a subwoofer?
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Did you ever own a subwoofer?
A subwoofer. Yes, I did.
Did you?
I had the surround sound 5.1 speaker surround sound set up in my bedroom. Speaker stands. For when the Matrix was launched on DVD, first thing I put on, feeling them bullets shoot behind my head. Loved it. I wish I could get that system back and it was still cool.
Cool. Well, if you could get it back, would you like to wear it?
Yes.
Would you?
Yes, I would. I would.
Well, let me ask you this then. If you could get that system back and you could wear it, would you like a version of it that reverberates the sound through your rib cage?
Yes, I would. I would love to feel those Matrix bullets enter me.
That's insane.
That is insane. That's ridiculous. I mean, though, I could see the applications in, like, say, a nightclub.
Well,
imagine a nightclub setting. Because when you're raving away, you feel the vibrations in you anyway.
Yeah,
it will make for a bigger, intenser experience. Though I doubt it's very good for your organs.
Can't be good for you.
Well, neither can copious amounts of alcohol, mate. But we still do it.
Well, that is true. That's very true. But I mean, it just sounds insane, doesn't it? Reverberate the sound through your rib cage. Your poor old lungs are going to take a right.
I mean, it'll put out any heartburn, won't it?
Or make it.
Oh, pulled that one back, didn't I? Come on, admit that was sweet.
Listen, I think it's insane. I mean, a wearable one, that would be fine, but not one that uses your body to reverberate the sound. And that was all I had. It was just a little thought on the kind of excellent, like amazing technology that people are coming up with that helps society. And then a few examples of the absolute garbage that people are spewing out, whether that be voice-activated taps, David, or, a smart little...
I want some voice-activated taps. I want my taps to be controlled by Alexa.
Oh, it's getting crazy.
Alexa, turn the taps on.
You've got to be stood there right in front of it to use it.
Did you just hear her?
I did, yeah.
Did you mean TV?
I didn't find a device named taps.
Because
you will one day, Alexa. You will one day.
Yeah, that was technology for that was all my little points that we came up with. Do you have anything else to add to that, David?
No, funnily enough, no. I mean, technology is a beautiful, wonderful thing, and I think we should always be innovating and creating something amazing for the world. I mean, we wouldn't be in the world we are now if it wasn't for the technology and the invention that we developed as human beings over the years. And what upsets me more is the fact that I can see technology being used more for a convenience thing rather than being used to move humankind forward. So things like the space program, which was motivated by this, the space race, the first country to get to the moon, that's all gone to a halt pretty much. And the only development in space travel now is, can we get people over there for tourism? It's such a sad affair. Whenever, I mean, I get that there's big problems, but the span of since the 60s till now, very, very, very little development-wise in achievements in that area. Well, I'm sure there has been, but not big achievements in that area. And I think that's because budgets and stuff have been set aside for stupid stuff. Budgets in government and people's mind frame. Oh, I need to develop the newest mobile phone, when the mobile phone we had was perfectly fine. It seems weird.
I do see where you're coming from. Yeah, it's because the thing is as well, the technology used in space travel and development, for international space station and stuff like that. Those technologies are now being applied in loads of other areas, such as in medicine and agriculture and all sorts of stuff. So it's true. Imagine if we'd kept up that pace and we kept pushing back in the day for new technologies to be developed and to build on what we already had.
If we put as much enthusiasm, we put as much enthusiasm into benefiting humankind, in trying to develop renewable energy sources and develop the technology behind solar power and stuff like that, rather than developing how can we make a camera smaller and with a better picture. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Or equally, the wearable subwoofer.
I just realized my eyes on this look like my soul's dying. You seen it? They're so dark.
Just because I'm right about the voice activated taps. That's why.
I look like a demon. Bring my taps.
So that
Alexa
was
taps on.
if you keep doing that with those crazy eyes at your taps, you won't even need smart taps. They'll just do it themselves.
Mate, I can't wait to get my hands on one of them voice activated taps. That's something else. I want voice activated lights. That's my next thing for the house.
You get the taps and can show me in real life, in real time, them in practical use, then I'll admit defeat.
There will be practical use. They are completely practical.
Well, we shall see when you inevitably get some. Yeah, that was everything I had for technology.